You can read about this 400 BC, right? There are texts about this where they would take a cup, they would bless the cup to whatever god they were going to bless it, and then everyone would share it. Okay? And I have books on just like the cups that they would use that were very ornate or would have their god on it or whatever. Okay, so this is not a bad thing. Yeshua is blessing God in this meal, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now we go on to verse 18. For I tell you that from now on I will not drink of the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of God comes. Okay, and he took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to them, saying, this is my body which is given to you. Do this in remembrance of me. Okay. We shouldn't be surprised by this. Yeshua does this throughout the Gospels. Before he eats, he takes bread, he breaks it, he blesses God. This is common tradition among Jews in the first century. We see this at Qumran too. Okay? The bread that is broken and is passed out to everyone, and the blessing is said over. This happens even today, right? We say the hamotzi, right? So you take this bread. What does the bread represent? The entire meal. It's not just representing just this bread. It's representing the entire meal. When he takes the bread and he blesses it and he passes it out, what is he saying? He's talking about the entire Passover meal. Here's the other point. And let's see here. What do they call this? Indaitis? I forget. Anyway, the other point is that now he bookends it. So this is at the beginning of the meal. Listen to what it says. And he took bread. So this is 19. And he took bread, and when he given thanks, he broke it and gave it to them. This is my body, which is for you. Do this in remembrance of me. Verse 20, and likewise, the cup after they had eaten. So now there's a meal in between. And at the very end of it, he makes a bookend. Within Jewish literature, within Greco-Roman literature, this is used all the time. Paul does this in 1 Corinthians. In 1 Corinthians 1:2, he uses the word called, and then he uses that same word in verse 9. So everything that's in between verse 2 and verse 9 is pertaining to the word called. In other words, if you're called, now I'm going to give you this list of all this stuff that's going on, all the way until I say it again in verse 9. So you have this word called here in verse 2 and in verse 9. Everything in between, that's what I'm talking about. If I say you're called, now everything that's in between this time before I say called again, boom. That's all pertaining to you being called. Yeshua does this in the Last Supper. He blesses the drink, the wine before the meal, and then at the very end, he does it again. And what he's saying is everything in between here, the meal proper, the ceremonial aspects of this meal, everything about it, that's what I'm talking about. And the comment that's going to come, that we're going to have here from Wolf Mueller, is that if he wanted to say something about the Passover, he would have taken the lamb. This is ridiculous. He takes something that represents the entire meal, all of it, everything you've just eaten, everything that has just happened. That's what he does. And the fact that Christianity can't see this just shows a willingness to not see the historical facts.
Passover. But Jesus says, I'm giving you a New Testament now. And in Hebrews 8 teaches us that when Jesus says New Testament, that the Old Testament has become obsolete and has faded away.
Several things here. This is very interesting. First of all, he wants to use the word testamentum here, which he's probably, I haven't looked at the Vulgate, but ultimately in the Greek, when he says, this is my blood in the new covenant, right? And he wants to say New Testament. Where is that? 19. This is 20. He says in the new covenant, diathēkē is the Greek there. I'm sorry. Diathēkē can mean testament, but it certainly means covenant. And it means covenant not only in the Septuagint, but it also means covenant throughout the Gospels. So he is making a decision for us when he says this needs to be testamentum. It needs to be a testament. I'm sorry. I don't buy that at all. He's doing that because what he's trying to say here is this is the reason I think it's so important. This is the reason I won't take communion anymore. Continue listening to this conversation by clicking the full show link on the left side of your screen, or check out the video on the right that YouTube thinks you'll like. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you never miss content from Messiah Matters.